Psychosis has the capability to alter someone's entire perception of reality in time periods that can last up to days at a time. Psychgods.com tells us that psychosis is a condition in which someone has lost touch with reality in one of several ways. Psychosis is an illness with many parts attached to it, including cures, treatments, causes, effects, and myths. Mental illness is a cause of psychosis resulting from major episodes of depression, bipolar disorder, and schizophrenia. Recreational drugs are also a big reason on how this disease can manifest itself. The drugs in question number from speed, LSD, mushrooms, ketamine, ecstasy, and cocaine, along with cannabis in some occasions. Genetics could also be to blame. If somebody has a family history of psychosis, they are very able to be diagnosed later down the line. This disorder could also root from pre-existing conditions such as HIV, Parkinson's disease, and even strokes, but there are also many more. Symptoms stemming from psychosis are disordered thinking, which is when thoughts can cause confusion, delusions, which are when thoughts or beliefs can cause paranoia, hallucinations, and disordered behavior. This is when a person is acting agitated or abnormally. An Australian organization called healthdirect.gov communicates the person might become agitated or childlike. They might mutter under their breath or swear, or they might not respond to their surroundings. They might find it hard to manage their day-to-day life, as in keeping up with their own hygiene. Suicidal ideation, for which are thoughts of suicide and or homicide. How this is diagnosed is with a series of drug and medical tests along with brain scans conducted by a medical professional. The effects on the mind involve anxiety and depression along with agitation. HealthDirect.gov summarizes that sometimes a person with psychosis can act inappropriately, such as laughing at sad news, or associated agitation or apparent aggression can occur. This also must be managed by healthcare professional team members in order to prevent harm to themselves and or others. Paranoia is a major happening involving psychosis as well, followed by the effects on the body. Sleep deprivation may occur with psychosis, and this in itself is a very serious issue. When the body doesn't get enough sleep, it is unable to function, and consequences may prevail. Restlessness can get to the point where somebody cannot function or operate because the mind is never at a resting state. When it comes to family and friends, this diagnosis can be very hard to handle at times. But if you just stay calm and relaxed, you can act as a support system for the victim. There's a very big selection of treatments, including early intervention, which means recognizing the symptoms of psychosis and treating them as time goes on. Then there's normal psychotherapy, when a client comes in and you can just talk out your problems with a professional and how to better your life in the outside world. Medicine and prescription drugs are also a form of treatment, and a published article written by healthdirect.gov discusses how to lessen symptoms of psychosis. Treatment works by altering chemicals in the brain, including dopamine and antipsychotics, usually taking several weeks to reduce symptoms, such as hallucinations or paranoia, but they may immediately produce a calming effect, such as helping the person sleep. As for a cure, there's not a cure. The research conducted by 4 persons with a master's degree and or higher in psychology states that there is no known cure for psychosis, but there are many treatment options. In some cases, medication can stop psychosis if the psychosis continues. Some misconceptions would be that people with diagnosed psychosis are dangerous, when simply this is not it. Psychosis and violence are very much not directly related, but this does not mean that people with psychosis are not able to be violent. In some cases, people are under the impression that people with psychosis have multiple personalities. Again, not true. Psychosis victims are very lucid when their reality is being altered. Others believe that drugs are absolutely not to blame when it comes to psychosis, when actually drugs have been known to induce it. Dr. Becky Spellman shares, quote, "People like to believe that drugs are the antidote to psychosis, but the truth is that they can actually be the cause. If there is an underlying mental instability, or if the substance in question has been abused in the short or long term. In fact, even prescription medications have been known to cause psychosis, although it is rare and usually only experienced with these that are used to treat with mental health conditions. Psychosis is nothing to joke about, so if you are experiencing or if you know somebody who is experiencing psychosis symptoms, please reach out for medical and professional help. Thank you.